Well, January's going pretty well. I thought I'd get you another video to show you the progress before we got to February and things got a little too out of hand here to tell you what was going on, because I might forget. But here's the cab floor of new cab floor for 1225 on the forklift here, and they're gonna be taking that out and having it measured so they can cut around where the back head's gonna go on it. And they also got to hopefully drill holes once they knock the old floor out. The cab is still sitting outside pretty much the same as it was, but hopefully that'll change in the next couple weeks. And here's where the cab used to be. And you can see where we had just the primer. And I took the brush here just a few minutes ago to clean it off to show you the difference. And we've been getting a little bit dirty, but down here we've worked to get new slider covers on. And the old ones were taken off, and as you can see, we got new ones put on. These are the primered ones. These are sliders on the back, like you saw earlier last year. I went under the boiler and showed you the sliders under there. These ones on the back here are also sliders, and basically when the locomotive has a fire in it, the whole thing grows about an inch. So the back end has to be allowed to move just as well as the middle part. Because the front part is just the smoke box, it doesn't grow as much, so it's not as hot. But these pieces back here, especially the firebox grows about 2 inches compared to the rest of the boiler, which is only about an inch. And so it has to be allowed to slide, and that's what's under here. There's a brass piece that sits on, and as it grows, it slides back. So this cover protects that, and there's an oil line, which you see, that's where the spout is, and the oil line goes up there and fits into a cap, which I'm going to climb up here and show you. Okay, so this thing here is the cap that sits on. This one doesn't have the line going through it, but on the other side you can see the other one there. And there's a pump in the middle here, right there. That's this round thing here that pumps the oil into the sliders as the train goes along. Here's the line on the other side. This one's already got a spout put in it, and here's where the top of that goes, and you see the oil line connects to that. So we got that all done. Just need to remove these pieces here that were welded on for the old covers, and we'll be good on that. It was all cleaned out, and it's ready to slide forward. I'm not sure about the other slides here on the front end of the firebox. They seem like they'll need attention in the next few years too, but they might be able to get by without that happening for right now. Just as long as we keep them clean, we should be fine. But up here, moving along with the stable replacement on well, we got the throat sheet done, and now we're working on the throat sheet portion, as you see here. On the last video, we had been removing the stables. Now we're grinding the holes down of the slag so we can put the new ones in. They already had the holes on the inside reamed out. So they're ready for the stables to be placed in. So that's what I was doing today, trying to get those ground down so that they're flush. And up here you can see where we've been placing stables in preparation for the Boilermakers to come back. Kevin is actually certified to weld, so he's been working putting the caps on the other side while we've been waiting for them to come back, which is in March when they're hopefully done with the lake boats. But see, on the other side here, he's already gotten partially done with the caps here. He's got to try and get on the inside, but for right now he's got the flexibles being placed in, and hopefully getting more caps on. But you see here, this is the row of ones that he's done, and then above them you see these ones which are in place. They're held in by a tack weld right here, and that holds them until he's ready to do a full way around like these ones here, and then they're done, at least on the outside. And basically it allows it to be airtight, but allows the heads inside these things to move around as the boiler expands and contracts. I'm kind of zoomed in here, so sorry about the picture, but I wanted to make sure I was able to get this in close without ruining it. If I had Ethan's other camera, it would probably be a lot better, but this will do for right now. So we still got a lot more to go to place in here before March. These ones down here are already done up to where the cab needs to be, but we're probably going to be placing those in there pretty soon anyway, as the cab gets ready to be put back on. Now, here's 75 again, waiting for the next excursions coming up in the next couple months, I think. April should be the next one. So, well, yeah, so that's what's going on up here. And I'm going to carefully climb down here and hopefully show you what has been going on. They've been drilling the stables, the final stables, which is what you saw up there, and they're also waiting for the Boilermakers when they come back to have the siphons with them too. This is for the stoker. Of course, I think you saw that last time, where the bowl is right here, and then there'd be a jet shooter right there to spray the coal into the firebox. We just need to get the tunnel finished to connect to this and put it up in there, so that way we could put the cab floor on and eventually mount the cab. Sorry about that. Don't be afraid, it's not going to drop it. That was just the, it's the weather. It's getting colder in here because we just shut the heat off, so it's going to happen. Unless the hydraulics gave out, that's a bad thing, but it shouldn't. It's parked in the locked position. But last thing before I go here is here's a bunch of parts that were just sandblasted and sprayed with the primer paint. And you see here, these are the hatch covers for the sandbox, 1225, and the rest of them are cab supports and other things. I think we might have to take some of these supports down, the hangers for the air tanks. I don't know if they'd be taken down, but the air tanks are outside and they'll probably need to be sandblasted outside, which go in there. So I don't know, you're going to have to see a lot more red before we get done painting them black. But the boiler is getting there. We haven't kept up with the black paint, the macro epoxy, because they've been trying to go through the air lines and work on them. There's more on the other side. That's what you saw laying all over there, the copper. All the machines here are just shutting down. That's why you hear all the air leaking. And here's the rest of the stables. We're probably gonna have a lot of extras though, so hopefully we come in under budget. You see the front end here unchanged. Still gotta get into the door and re-graphite that. But yeah, the rods are all on this side, but still not on the other side. There's cinders again. Searching for mice, I hope. Right, cinders? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so you see the line here along the floor, because they've been going through them, trying to get it ready so that we can just paint it and get it done. But that's what January looks like, finally at the end of the month here, and head into February, and hopefully get all that stuff put on before the Boilermakers come back and make things a little more hectic. We're going to be shooting for steam test here this spring. Now we're a few months behind, but like I said in the last updates, we hope to be running at that time. So we don't know about any trips yet. We'll hopefully know pretty soon here. Probably this summer we're going to have a couple just to get it going, so keep a lookout. And for January update number 3 on 12/25, we'll see you in a couple weeks.